Holy smokes, it's a rattlesnake. Yes! Yes! Let's go. Oh, it's okay, baby. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You're gorgeous. This is a little canebrake rattlesnake, or timber rattlesnake as they're called in many other places. Oh, that is insane.
Mississippi is home to an incredible amount of snake species. However, finding any snake in this area is usually a huge win. While normally I'd spend the day like today looking for turtles in the river, I'm actually just using the river to get to a new area a lot quicker than going through the woods.
So where we're headed right now, we're actually traveling by river, by the bank, and crossing little shallow sections of it. But where we're going essentially is a very sandy, wooded area back here. It's got a lot of big trees, and there's many different snake species that we could possibly find back here. Multiple different rattlesnake species live in Mississippi, although I'd have to guess that only canebrake rattlesnakes would be back in this area. There's also scarlet snakes, scarlet kings, hognoses, and of course you're going to get your racer snakes, your water snakes, and moccasins along the river. But up there, where we're going, I'm guessing more is rattlesnakes, hognoses, and possibly some other really cool upland Mississippi snake species. Alright, well this is kind of the area that I was wanting to get to. As you can see, it's going to be very sandy, even up in the woods off the river, because the river, dumps a lot of sand. And it could be a really good area and a really nice day to find snakes. I probably shouldn't have worn boots today, because we were going to the river. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea. Still, kind of came more for snake searching, and these boots are kind of important because if I do end up not seeing a little venomous snake, gotta have at least something to protect my ankles. Obviously the jeans help for some of the smaller ones, but a big rattlesnake or something, definitely need shoes like this, maybe even bigger shoes. I normally don't wear snake boots when I go out, just because they kind of get in the way. I wear snake boots in some areas. It's a little water. Just because of how many venomous snakes are there, but in an area like this, kind of just want to wear some kind of heavy-duty boots. I just did not consider the fact that it's going to be walking through water today. So, there you go.
Well, it may be annoying, but I do need some kind of protection while tromping out here. While I've never actually stepped on a venomous snake, you can never be too careful, especially in areas where there's cottonmouths, copperheads, and rattlesnakes all in the same area.
Worm snake. Have a look at this. Oh, that's a good one. Anything else? Check this out. It's been a little while since I found one of these. That's a worm snake. Look at that. It looks like a worm, right? But that is 100% a snake. Lots of little bugs. They've got a bright pink belly. Have a look at that. A bright pink belly. I tell you what, I didn't think I'd see that under there, but this is a fossorial snake species that happen to live all up in this sandy area. Now, of course, eastern worm snakes can live pretty much anywhere. They'll live in any kind of soil, but I guess they do well in this sandy soil too. They're really good diggers. They've got a cute little face to them. Look at that. Ah, look at him. I didn't even know these guys lived here. It's a really, really cool snake. Well, I guess these guys do well in areas like this too. This is all such a new experience to me. I've never been in a location like this, so it's cool to see some familiar snakes here, but hopefully soon we find something new. That's absolutely insane. Make sure there's nothing else under there. All right, see you, little buddy. All right, good first snake.
These sandy ridges are home to many different species not found in many other biomes. And because of how clean this environment tends to be, even the animals that can be found in other areas tend to have a lot more color here.
Holy smokes, it's a rattlesnake. Yes! Yes! Let's go. Oh, it's okay, baby. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You're gorgeous. This is a little canebrake rattlesnake, or a timber rattlesnake as they're called in many other places. Oh, that is insane. Kind of disturbed her when we walked up and she was coiled up right down there. Started taking off right up this little hill. It's okay, baby. Now, a rattlesnake of this species could give a very, very lethal dose of venom, especially one of this size. It's okay, baby. She should settle down as we sit here with her. As you can see, didn't try to attack me, didn't try to chase me, and hasn't struck yet. When I walked up to her, the first thing she did was she coiled up and got in that defensive position and let me know, hey, I'm a rattlesnake and I do have venom. Now you can see on a canebrake rattlesnake, they've got that dark orange band running down their back, and their body kind of tapers in color and becomes that darker black coloration down towards their tail. This one's got about 6 or 7 buttons on its tail. I would have to guess that this is a medium-sized female canebrake rattlesnake. In fact, she could even be gravid. This time of year, they'll sometimes be having babies. She should stop rattling after just a few minutes, but normally when you find them like this, that's all they're going to be doing is rattling. And if I were to try to touch this snake, she would immediately turn and bite me. You might think, well, you know, you can touch her with a snake hook, and she's not striking at that. Rattlesnakes are pit vipers, and that means they have heat-seeking pits in the front of their face. So when I put this snake hook by her, she knows that that's not me touching her. If I were to reach out my hand and touch her, she feels a warm-blooded animal reaching for her, and she would know to bite me, 100%. I could not put a hand on this snake right now. The snake would definitely turn and tag me, and the venom from a canebrake rattlesnake can easily kill people. In fact, these snakes are arguably one of the most deadly rattlesnakes in the United States. Reason being, they're so common and they're so widespread that if somebody gets bit by a rattlesnake in the eastern side of North America, it's most likely going to be this rattlesnake. And you can hear now, listen, completely stopped rattling. She's starting to figure out a little bit that we're not trying to mess with her, we're not grabbing her or anything like that, and so she's kind of settling down. Obviously, she's going to be rattling off and on, as we can see right there. She's going to be rattling off and on as I continue talking, because she can kind of feel the vibration of my voice. Snakes don't have outer ears, but they do have inner ears, meaning every time that I talk, she's not fully hearing me, she's kind of feeling the muffled vibrations of me talking, and she can hear it a little bit in her inner ear, but they don't hear nearly as well as other animals. Canebrake rattlesnakes can grow up to 6 feet in length. They can be absolutely massive. Although this one's probably about 3.5. I don't think she's pushing 4 feet. I'd have to guess that this is more of a 3-foot snake. We'll probably, when she starts crawling around a little bit, try to get a proper measurement of the snake, see exactly how big she is. But I love them in this area. They've got this light greenish tinge, and they're absolutely gorgeous down here in the southern United States. Up north, the timber rattlesnakes tend to have a darker coloration. And one thing that's interesting is the canebrake rattlesnake used to be its own subspecies. And how that worked is the lighter color ones were considered canebrakes, and the timbers from up north were considered timber rattlesnakes, obviously. But very recently, in the past couple decades, they decided the canebrake rattlesnake was not a separate subspecies. So this, you can refer to this as a canebrake rattlesnake or a timber rattlesnake. It doesn't matter which. They can both mix, and they're both practically the same snake. It's just how I've always called them. And down south, people do tend to call this a canebrake rattlesnake or a cane snake. And up north, they're considered timber rattlesnakes or mountain rattlesnakes to some people. So yeah, stretched out, this snake, have a look at that, is about, yeah, I'd say about, this is a 3-foot canebrake. I've definitely caught bigger than this, although this one is absolutely gorgeous. Rattlesnakes are actually a very calm and easy to deal with snake species a lot of the time. Of course, you know, putting a hand on them, especially when they're coiled up, especially when they're ready to strike, is not really a good idea. Rattlesnakes definitely kill people, and timber/canebrake rattlesnakes have the most deaths of any rattlesnake species in the United States. Really beautiful snake, and we're going to go ahead and let her on her way. See you, baby. Well guys, that's it for today. We really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and liking for more, and we will see you guys next time.